It's really pretty remarkable to me that people are in an interesting situation, because as you look around, there's some people who believe that things have never been better. And there's other people who believe that it is a really difficult time frame and time period right now. And Charles Dickens in the 19th century wrote a book called A Tale of Two Cities. And in A Tale of Two Cities, the very first line of A Tale of Two Cities and the very last line of A Tale of Two Cities is the same. And the line is, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. And as we are living in this time, to those who think everything is wonderful and nothing could be better and they're entirely pleased with what's going on, I would imagine that you probably don't need any additional advice because you think that everything is wonderful. So how could it be better? But for those who believe that we're in a challenging time, I want to consider the possibility that it's not the time that we're in, but that you hunger and thirst and desire for something more than you currently have. One of the real questions that philosophy attempts to address is, who am I? And when a person asks, who am I? It comes down to the basic nature of humanity. And the basic nature of humanity has been challenged by different worldviews. The present secular humanist worldview says that we are people essentially who are material, we are animals, and we are the product of biochemical and neurological behaviors that are going on in our body. And we are nothing more than that, and we are nothing less than that. It is interesting because the ancient biblical worldview that many of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your ancestors before you may have attached themselves to has a different explanation for humanity. It says that in the very beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and when it came to an epic or a time frame or a work of God, he took out of the earth and created, and with what he created out of the earth to take man, and what he took out of man to create woman, was essentially an act of his making people who in some sense reflected some aspect of who God himself is. So we are either animals that are biochemical and neurological, or we are beings that have been created in some way, shape, or form to end up reflecting who God himself is. And if we've been made to reflect who God is, then there's a very great, there's a very high, and there's a very honorable destiny that we are called to. And as we are called to this, I really want to encourage you, because if you believe we're nothing more than biochemical reactions and neurological firings, then I can't encourage you, because you don't have a destiny that's been created for you that is great, that is high, that is honorable, and that is worthy of the stories of the ancients, and worthy of the stories of the generations, and worthy of heroism, and worthy of sacrifice, and worthy of all that Scripture talks about, all that history talks about, and all that the human heart yearns for. But if you believe that God created us and that we are spiritual entities that live in human bodies, then there is an entirely amazing and wonderful history that there is opportunity for you to write in this generation and for you to aspire to over the course of the life that you have ahead. And the remarkable thing is that in no way, shape, or form does it matter what we're made of. Does it matter what flesh is? Does it matter what circulatory system is? Does it matter who and what we are? But the difference between the destiny that we can have and the destiny that is cut off to us is very simple. It's whether or not you have a worldview that allows for you to become something great, something amazing, and something wonderful. Shalom.